I refuse. All right, and Antifa decided that the Chaz Chop was really great the first time, and so they're back with Chaz Chop Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Antifa have set up a new autonomous zone in Portland. I wonder what name it has. We tried Chaz, we tried Chop, so we need to come up with a new name for the new zone. I don't know. We haven't come up with a name yet in the nomenclature. The Antifa has blocked cars to stop evictions. The civil unrest has erupted once more in Oregon. Don't say it's so. Don't say it's so. Portland, Oregon riots in my Portland, Oregon. It's more likely than you think.
Isn't that every day? It's like an everyday thing in Portland, right?
It's Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. It's like, it's a Wednesday. We're gonna do a live stream with me, and we're gonna do a riot. That's maybe we'll do a riot, then we'll do a live stream, maybe a live stream riot. I don't know. So the civil unrest has broken out at 5 a.m. as demonstrators tried to protect the Kinneys from being evicted because presumably they haven't been paying their bills. And let's look at some of the pictures. I was about to go over, blow by the pictures. That was a mistake. Let's really enjoy the pictures for their full worth here. Protesters have set up some barricades as an encampment outside the home. We got some nice little plywood here.
Hold on. One thing. I'm sorry to cut you off. So you rushed past it a little bit. They're doing this. They're doing this to stop evictions. You said?
Yes.
I wasn't sure. Oh, so people are getting evicted from their homes.
In this particular case, this couple, apparently the Kinneys, are the driving force behind this thing. So we're trying to protect the Kinneys from being evicted. So we're trying to stop all evictions because people should be allowed to just stay anywhere they want for free indefinitely. And so we've got some nice little barricades here with some plywood that looks like it's being held up by some sticks. Wow. I don't know what this black accordion stuff is. What is this black accordion paper-looking thing that's attached to this plywood? What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Is that roofing material? Is that roofer? It looks like paper. It's not much far from paper, but we got that. We got stand up, fight back, land back, protect, Red House, stop the sweeps, stop the eviction, Red House, fun. The all that's going on in the Red House, man. Yeah. We got this nice little shack thing here, echoing the Chaz Chop, which we got to come up with a new name for it. We oppose gentrification. We want to stop eviction. Evictions hurt everyone. And then we got some other things. Okay, the one thing that I always liked about the gentrification is it's one of those things where like white people can't win. Because if the white people leave a neighborhood, it's white flight. If they come into the neighborhood, it's gentrification. What do you want? Pick a side. Do you want us to come in or do you want us to go out? It's like you can't make up your mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot to unpack here. First, with the evictions.
Keep talking. We're just going to enjoy some pictures.
I don't know how I feel about this. And I'll explain. In New York City, for instance, the economy is being crushed, right? And it's being crushed for the people who work in the movie theaters, work in the restaurant industry, right? There's a lot of people who just work in the services industry who now are unemployed and who have been laid off. So those people can't go to work. So for instance, every morning when I take my daughter to school, I see lines for food outside of churches, lines, and not only in poor black neighborhoods, I see them in good white neighborhoods, where you see the lines for food. And New York, for instance, had a moratorium on evictions, right? So you can't evict anybody because people weren't making any money. But that's bad for the landlords because the landlords, they still have to take care of food, water, heat for those people who live in those buildings. So it's like they're out of pocket too. So the government's not giving them any money. So it's a horrible system. But as of right now, there's 8 million people in New York. I think 1.5 million people, if evictions were to start, would be up for eviction because they just don't have any money and they're not paying it. So there's got to be something that can be done because just making 1.5 million people homeless overnight is not the answer, right? And that's families, it's children. We got to, but forcing landlords to take care of 1.5 million people, that's not right for them. So there's got to be something that we can do. I understand the government is a little tight on money, but this is not a situation. It's a pandemic, and it's not like these people don't want to go work, but they just can't go work because
they made it illegal.
Not there. So yeah, they made it illegal for them to go work. So even though I I don't think this is the answer, putting up barricades and stuff like that. But I do think it's an actual problem that we should talk about, because here in New York, 1.5 million people can be evicted tomorrow. That's a problem.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what you just pulled up.
Okay, first I have to try to pronounce this girl's name. Wow. Alex. Okay, how am I doing this? Alexandra Blake Lucera, 26, was arrested at the scene. Well, why would this upstanding citizen be arrested? Who can tell? Apparently, she was arrested. We didn't see that one coming.
She's down for the cause. You can tell.
She is down for the cause. More pictures of the Chaz Chop that is being created. Oh, another upstanding citizen, Matthew David Stewart, was arrested. He looks upstanding as well. Yeah, so yeah. And then I was noticing one thing in the article that was interesting, that apparently there were a lot of calls about the house. So police said from September to November, 81 calls were made about the house. Yeah. Fights, disturbances, shots fired, burglary, theft, vandalism, noise, trespassing, and threats. So they're declaring it as a nuisance. So we're evicting the people because of a nuisance. So it's state action evicting the people because of the 81 counts of being a nuisance to the public.
Wow. Well, but I would understand it. So this is not like
in 2002, the Kinneys took out a mortgage to pay defense lawyers for their son, who was imprisoned at 17 for 10 years over a car incident. The son has not fallen far from the Kinney apple tree.
So this seems to be a different situation. This is not just like the situations going here in New York, which I understand. So interesting. Well, Chad, and obviously these autonomous zones are BS all the way. So, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, Biden, the cold one. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? By the way, my name is Biden, like Biden, just with less cringe, because I keep saying video. So Biden, the cold one. Hello, Biden, are you there? And yeah, also thank you earlier for Jason McConnell for the $100 super chat from earlier, $100 Canadian dollar, best dollar. But thank you, Jason, very much for the super chat from before we started. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah,
thank you, Jason.
The Chaz Chop is alive and well because it worked out so well the first time. Real communism has not yet been tried, Nate.
No.
Maybe we can finally give it a go. Maybe this is the one.
I'm not voting for it, so
excellent.
Let's move on to vote Republican.